Is there a way for us to
Yes.
maybe compensate? Do we work with maybe punching bags or
Yes.
weights or
Yes.
anything like that?
It's a very good question because this question is related to the practice, how to practice. Why was practicing Xingyi? And we didn't have punching bag. We used the tree. We pushed the tree, and because the tree is stronger than punching bag.
Okay.
And but the tree won't be very big. We need kind of certain diameter like this kind of diameter. You push the tree. Then we use a punching bag, not hand here like in North America punching bag. We put the punching bag on the tree. Then we punching bag to let the punching bag absorb the force, but still force keep going.
Okay.
And mostly we practice with the people. And you have your friend, right? You push him, he pushes you, and punch you stomach. You get this. Then you have same time you practice the force. Your friend will practice the ability to defend himself with the physical body.
Okay.
So that both have benefit. And I believe strong physical practice is very important in the internal martial art. In China, we have the proverb. We say, when you do internal style, you should practice externally. When you do external style, you should practice internally to compensate this.
Oh.
Internal style doesn't mean that you do everything very slow, very soft, very delicate. We should not confuse between the result and the procedure. Being soft and relaxed, it's the result. It's not when you practice this. For sure, you need a certain level of relaxation, but relaxation doesn't mean soft.
Okay.
For example, give example, like we say, like Xingyi movement. This means relax, but if more like this, it's soft. Because everything is no more force, no more intention, no more mind go here. This means it's soft, not relaxed.
Okay.
And if you do like this, right, it is still relaxed. But if you do like this, that's soft. But here, it's relaxed.
So it's all about your tension you put in your body at the same time.
Yeah, that's why we say internal style instead of just Xingyi.
Could you give us a bit of an example about external practice in internal style? I'm having a hard time with the concept.
Yes. I want to like do this with my students. Let him do this. In the internal style, for example, you should be able to get impact. So you be able to defend to have the certain ability to defend yourself with here.
Okay.
So now let him do the exercise. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now stop now. People will say this is external style. No, this is internal practice. It's force you or help you to get the reverse breathing and make the body strong. Then you be able to endurance the impact.
Okay.
So this because look at like the external practice, but it's internal practice. Then stance. Try this kind of stance. Yes. If you just stand like this, we can say that's not internal practice. If you can say meditation, but you should put a little bit intention here, and then the leg push more, open more, then wind more. Shoulder extend more, then forward more, extend forward more, right? Then the chin back, the head push up. Then index finger straight like straight little bit. Then here push out. And then breathe naturally. Then every time breathe down. Then the back here push out. Yeah, if you do this, it's become internal practice.
Okay.
Instead of just relaxation.
Well, I noticed from this stance that there's a difference. Some external martial arts really emphasize on very low stances. Does Xingyi do a little bit of that
Yes.
as well?
Xingyi will not do that kind of practice. Normally, Xingyi will not let you do this kind of stance. We don't do this. You can do this with a few seconds, but we will not do this over 1 minute. First of all, it's not healthy. And because it's to the knee, you have injury. With long time, you have injury. Why people have injury when you do martial art? It doesn't make any sense. Because you someone hurt you, you hurt yourself. It's wrong. Second of all, this kind of stance will have nothing in real combat. You cannot have a force in this kind of stance. That's impossible. So if you don't do this exercise, this movement for real combat, you don't do it. And the third thing is, if you do this stance, maximum you practice this part of muscle, and you cannot practice the whole body. However, that stance will build the force in body. You have this kind of force.
Okay.
So this force from that kind of higher stance, you cannot have that force from that kind of stance.
Wow, that's very impressive. Also, another thing that any martial arts builds for their students is confidence. Confidence in their everyday life, confidence in everything. How would you say that Xingyi can affect someone's confidence in their everyday life, and also maybe for a situation where they might have to react right away, such as if they have to use some self-defense?
Yes. Being confidence or confidence, whatever, it's a term I think used more in the psychology.
Yes.
But I believe you want to be confident, you have to be able to do something. Otherwise, you become ego, big head, or false of confidence, or false of security. That's worse than you know nothing. So the student want to be confident, you have to practice. You have to know you can do something. And in a real situation, you have to be able to go forward. I have seen many people, they practice very well in the form, but when the time comes, just move back. They cannot use their skill in a real situation. So you have to try this, do it, then you build your confidence. Then when the time comes, the confidence will come automatically, instead of getting pushed by yourself or by someone else who stand behind you.
Okay.
So you have to do it, then you have confidence.
Excellent, that's good to know. Also, more to follow on the practical sense of thing, do you have, and this is a question that comes from the internet forums actually, do you have a preferred technique or preferred type of movement that would come more naturally to you, let's say in a practical even, or in sparring with some friends? And also some people are asking, is there a place, let's say, on your opponent's body that's preferable to hit using your Xingyi?
Yes.
Such as either the face, the body, or...
Yes, to this question, people, they always want to find a good place to hit, or find a shortcut to defeat your opponent. I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
To yourself, every part of the body is a weapon. Hand, elbow, shoulder, hip, knee, everywhere is a weapon. So to the other part, to your enemy, every part supposed to have the way to attack. So don't try to find the best way, you just find the good way, or normal way. I believe normal way better than best way.
Okay.
But in general, generally speaking, there are some principles. And for example, you hit the hard part with soft force. You hit the soft part with hard force. For example, when people attack me, here soft, so you use hard force. But again, come to me again. Here, right? Here is hard. It doesn't work much. So normally with soft force. Even here, soft force. For sure, again. So here is more vulnerable to me. I can get here easier. But you still should practice hit here. And again, come again. So maybe get it here. You can do this also, right?
Thank you very much. Everything is gold answers there. One other question from the internet forums I have here. The person would like to know your thoughts on the difference between the Shenpa / body method of your three styles that you teach, and in particular the use of the spine.
Yes.
And the positioning.
Yes, that's a more technical question. And in Chinese, we call any body movement, we call Shenfa, body method. Then any hand movement, arm movement, called Shoufa, hand movement, hand method. Then anything about the leg, feet, we call Tuifa or Jiaofa, means the feet or leg method. And people ask this, what's different between the back, the spine? We know this. The spine is the most important part of the body because connect the lower part and higher part, depends on the head.
Yes.
And but in the three styles, they have different. They have different